Let's take a look at the next progression in our body positioning series for freestyle. And we're going to go here and do our kicking on our side. So here what we're going to have is the left arm extended. We're also going to be wearing fins here to kind of help it make it easier for our athlete to be able to move through the water. In the previous version, what we saw is the athlete was significantly more popped, meaning those shoulders and hips here were turned more up, and the athlete here was completely on their side. We like that version for younger athletes and our developmental swimmers to kind of help them make it a little bit easier to travel through the water. Next logical part is going to be then to lower that shoulder a little bit because we don't ever really want to swim when we're going to be completely on our side. So being here a little less popped, but still holding some of those same big elements that we were emphasizing before, we really like this version. Now, depending on what side your athlete is natural to, one side of the water is going to feel really good. The other one probably is going to feel really weird to them. So here what we will do, let's go over those key points. Fins. We want to see the athlete's toes here being pointed, which they are because we are wearing those fins. We're going to have a movement here that's going to be a side to side as we're kicking, and we want just a relatively moderate kick just to assist in the athletes in kind of moving forward. So here, as the foot is going to be going downward, our big point of emphasis is going to be that we'd like to see the foot go a little bit in front of the body. The analogy that we'd like to give the athlete is to kind of think like they're kicking a ball. Ultimately, we would like to see the feet be a little bit more here at the surface, and everybody's buoyancy level is going to be a little bit different. But the higher we can keep these feet up here a little bit more, it'll create what we like to call thunder kick, boiling water, or white water. They essentially all mean the same thing: turbulence up at the surface. Hand here is going to be extended. We like to see the hand stay in front of the shoulder, so just that everything here is going to be nice and straight. We're rocking it on this side, so great job right there. Head positioning. This is going to be key. This is how we want the athletes to breathe: low and down. Head here is going to be completely resting almost on the arm. The water line's about halfway through, and we've got this really nice pocket right here where we can take that breath. The goggle line is right along the surface of the water, so this is really good head positioning right here. And we just, again, want to see that kick move nice and steady as we're going to be moving through, and limit any extra movement as we're traveling through the water. Sometimes athletes will travel maybe one way, like to the lane line or to the other. Common thing that we see with that is just going to be there's going to be some kind of curvature into the spine, or that hand here is going to be inward in front of the head. So just make sure that that arm is going to be nice and straight. So we're going to transition here shortly to an underwater view. Okay, here what we want to see is the feet. So here we know, again, the feet are nice and pointed as we're moving through. Athletes might have a tendency to kick down a little bit, so our athletes rotating those hips a little bit. We really want to make sure that those hips stay nice and steady, and just then what we want to see is getting that kick to be a little bit more in front of us as we're moving through the water. As we're going to then take a look at our return view here, what we want to see, just do another perspective. See another perspective of what we had spoken about earlier. Hands here in front of the shoulder. This side is up nice and popped, meaning the other side is nice and down. Water level here is great along the cap. Athlete has plenty of opportunity to take a breath and very easy. Yeah, and look here, we got a little bit better with the feet getting a little more up at the surface. So just remember, athletes are going to be able to perform these drills to various ability levels. We got to make sure we're giving them feedback here. And just make sure that that hand is staying in front of the shoulder. Here we are just in a little bit, so we would want to make sure that we're coming out a little bit more right here. So this is also a nice drill just to kind of challenge body positioning as we're moving through the water. So take a look under. as our athlete's coming in. So here, just again, nice, slightly popped. On the opposite side is even. Head level here is great. Non-stroking arm stays along the side. We're doing a really nice job there. So overall, if you found some great value out of this, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.